Hi everyone, welcome back to this week Willy Market Update. It's been a while since my last video update. Apologize for that, being very busy. But I think my last update was on the 14th of July without a video, but some write up, and previously was actually on the 7th of July. Times passed, it's been a month. So let's revisit where we ended and what's the market has a lot of things happen. Hopefully you guys stay up to date on what's happening to the market. It doesn't mean that I didn't do the video. I'm not following the market closely, which I have been following the market that close, but just because I am really busy of many stuff on hand, that is why I have no choice but to stop for a while on the video, and hopefully it's once again I'm back to provide you guys on the update and things to watch out for the coming week as well. But before going into that, I remember I did mention a two secret counter during April. I'm not sure how many of you are still following. Since April 21st, I think I did mention two secret counters that were shared to the close group of them, and with their stop loss and take profit. So today we are going to review these two secret counter 2 and secret counter 1. Alright, so which is these two secret counter we'll be mentioning in the chart later on. So one we took profit, the other one hit our stop loss, but nevertheless we keep our risk to reward always greater than 1, which is above 1.5 or 2 or 3 or even more, and that is resulted even though we have one hit, one miss. Overall, we're still making in profit. Alright, we'll review the counter later on, but before that, let's go to what happening to the market on last Friday. So we can see that on the last video or the last update since now, a lot of things happen, like yen increased the rate, causing USD yen to fall crazily. That is due to margins, margin play out. That is due to carry trade play out. A lot of things happen. All right, if you are not sure what's happening to the market, just follow CNBC or any other major news. You should get most of the update right now. But we always look forward. So what's to watch out for the coming weeks, right? So before that, just look into a little bit more on what's happening last week. We can see that last Friday, I believe, last week is a disappointing US payroll data. I think the unemployment rate also kind of like disappointed. That caused the market, to tumble crazily, right? Dropping 1,000 point on the Dow itself. So always a downside create an opportunity, but please remember to capture the correct timing. Do not catch the falling knife, right? So we will relook into the counter with the charting as well. And not only on that, if you pay attention to the VIX itself, VIX actually spiked up on the day. Alright, it spiked up on the day, and then right now things start to retrace back, whereby people saying that market actually retraced back after the great drops. But I mean, it makes sense, like what it says, it makes sense that a volatile sell-off bounce back is just normal for August and September. But will it continue, to go way higher after that crazy drop? That will be another question, right? Because we know that coming into September, it may be the first rate cut from Fed, and not to forget, going into November, it will be president elections, right? And that is what I mentioned in the chart way earlier. July earnings report, September rate cut. Once it cut, it may actually cause the market to go panic, to drop. It worked the other way around, all right? And then president election may come into save, all right? So this is all storytelling, but will it work? I'm not sure. We just based on the chart itself. And coming week, all right, coming week after the tech earnings is over, things to watch out for the coming week. There are certain counter which I have been mentioning. Firstly is JD. I'm still holding the discount, dollar cost averaging investment. So JD, Baba, very important to pay attention to, which you are into the Chinese market, where I see there is chances that the price or the cash flow may rotate into there sooner or later. Alright, it's just the timing wise, whether you want to pick it up at a low price, but pick it up slowly. Alright, don't throw everything in one lump unless things finalize. Okay, so do watch out for the coming weeks corporate earnings announcement. Alright, so let's go to the chart directly. So for the chart wise, a couple of things. Firstly, just review the Dow. So you can see since I last touched is actually on the 14th of July. Alright, 14th of July, that week itself. So this is 14th of July. I think it's around here. Alright, this is what I mentioned. So let's take a look what I mentioned. Alright, I just like to recap of what I write, whether is it wrong, whether I predict correctly. At least there's a record on how I view the market. Alright, so on 12th July, after the market closed, then over the weekends I do the video. I say that if it penetrate the resistance zone but close at 40,000 before the market closed, this is on this candle, alright, of the 12th July. So potential reversals, if only reversals candle come in the coming week. Alright, so we don't see any potentials. The thing is that market penetrate above, but it closed back to the resistance zone. Right, so that is one signal sign if you pay attention on knowing what is candle price actions, candlestick. And not only on that, if you pay attention after a double top, all right, after a double top, okay, break below the resistance zone, things actually cut down. All right, things cut down. If you couldn't capture down previously, or you can say that I'm at the high side, there is one counter which I did mention, hopefully you captured it, will be Nasdaq. Alright, will be Nasdaq. But before that, let's take a look coming week, how can we play on down. On the coming week, very simple, as we see that the market actually dropped off, the crazy drop, pull back. Correct? So right now we are looking for the price to revisit around near 40,000, which is the previous record. Alright, 40,000. Around here, we are looking for the drops once again. But that is only provided the price showing some candle price action around this area is for you to watch closely. If you're able to penetrate above the resistance, then we may like to say that this rebound is really strong and it may not have downside continuously. Alright, so for people who like to use Fibonacci, simply enough, just draw. Okay, wait for the pullback. Right now it's at 38.2%. If you go higher, which is near to 40,000, I am looking at around 50%, 39,800, and then we may look for some pull or some drop back. Alright, so this is what we will be looking for, and just want to write down 10 August. Okay, dead cat bounce. Watch out around 39,800 to 40K using Fibo. Alright, to catch, to watch. Alright, to watch another downside wave. But that is provided if things happen with the candle showing. Otherwise, no point for us to watch. So this is my call for down for the coming week. Alright, so do watch out. So let's look at Nasdaq, which I mentioned. Alright, bear with me. Today video may be a bit long after 1 month, right? So this is what I mentioned since 6th of July, which is somewhere here. Okay, I'm saying that around here, yes, around here. I'm saying that watch out for the earnings report. We know that is earnings to watch any bearish divergence forming, and we short when the Nasdaq break below the ascending support and the 20K line. Can you see that? This is the line which I draw. Break below the ascending support, break below 20K on this candle. If you manage to short it, the high I think is 19,947, and there you go. Alright, this profit is great. I mean, if you catch it, I did catch it. Oh, sorry, I did catch it. Alright, so if you catch it, this is a great profit that we are looking at. So on 6th July, this actually works. So how many of you did follow? Just let me know. I'd like to congratulate you guys as well. Next, where will Nasdaq be heading? So we look forward, like I always say. Let's look into the daily, weekly chart. After the market break below this 6th July ascending support area, all right, and ascending support area, we can see the market huge bounce back, but it's not very convincing, right? The candlestick's not showing any strength. The structure, there is one play right now is on the weekly basis is well supported. Okay, you see that 1, 2, 3, and 4 touches the low, bounce back. So if you're able to capture here, congratulations. So where are we looking for? Nasdaq then. All right, so Nasdaq earnings has been over. I mean, not really, but what I'm trying to say that the big tech is over. So if you are looking for pullback, we are looking at around this area. Okay, again revisit 19,600 or recover the gap 18,009 or 19. But if you want to be safe, you can actually use Fibo retracement. Take a look. We are looking at around 50%. I think here is good, 19,059 or 61.8%, which is the 1944 something. So this is the two line which we are looking at. First is here. Okay, second will be here. Okay, which is the line I dropped as well. So just delete away. So this is the area that we want to pay attention. Oops, sorry, bear with me. Alright, so this is the area that we want to pay attention. Okay, so I just text. Today is 10 August. Watch for the cat bounce around 19,055 to 19,400. Okay, so in between 50% slash 61.8% Fibo level. Okay, so this is what I will be looking at before I decide whether to continue the short or not. Alright, so this is a figure. This is the area that we will be watching. Okay, so next we will be looking into certain counter, the two secret counter. Alright, let's go to the one that failed first. Lululemon is actually under, I think, Nasdaq as well, but it used to be very big stocks. All right, well uptrend, supported by 200 days, and that is where I wrote right on the 21st April. Let's see why I wrote this. Okay, so on 21st April is actually this candlestick. If you pay attention, this candlestick. So that is what I mentioned. If the price able to recover and close above the 200 days moving average, if let's say you're able to come up, it show a good long sign. All right, so on the 20 after the 50-second, on the 22nd start, the market actually go higher, but on the 29th that week, the following week, it closed below. So this is actually very not convincing on the upside. But if you have placed the trade, you should have get out on the stop loss, which I stated around 325. And please be disciplined. If you cut at 325, you thank yourself, because right now the market is at 238. Can you see that? All right, so be disciplined and decisive. If you have set the stop loss, just respect it and get it stopped out. All right, so this counter failed. Whether to relook into it, you up to individually. Okay, so next I'm looking into J&J. Okay, for J&J wise, this is the second counter, secret counter to 21st April, and this one make the profit. Okay, this one make the profit. So on 21st April, which is this Monday, all right, the price go very close to my stop loss, but I just stick to my stop loss at 143. It didn't trigger, and the price go to take profit 1, followed by take profit 2. So if you have hold on to this trade, which I did, all right, I'm not going to show any. I just, because this is already stated in my Facebook with the chart here, so which I did, I took the profit. Okay, so up to individually, two trade, this trade risk reward, as you can see, is definitely more than 2. Even one trade fail, one trade make, overall still making money. Next, we'll be looking into certain things to watch out. Firstly is HSI. So HSI, all right, this is since 14 July. Right now, price after a deep fall due to the US market, it retreats back to this important support area. If you can see on the daily chart, very important support area, you can see price drop, retreats back. So if the price able to go above above the important support area, I think on the high side, on the higher chance, HSI may bounce upside. So for today, I will just write up 10 August, HSI able to close above important support area, may have high chance to go bullish from here. Okay, so this is what we will be looking. All right, so pay attention since you are actually very close to this area. Watch closely. The mid may be very sweet from here. Okay, lastly, just want to talk about OXY. We know how oil is performing badly recently. So OXY is one of the counter under Warren Buffett portfolio. All right, so it don't really pay attention to this what happened over here. If you Google, you know that oil went to $0. But how many chances that oil go to $0 really? That means they pay you to own an oil per barrel. It's not, alright, it's not make sense. So right now, based on here, we can see that OXY is actually at a very well support area since March 2022. And if you have able to grab it since then, I think your chance of owning these shares is cheaper than Buffett. Alright, so if you like to have some shares same as Buffett, it is a good chance for you to consider. Alright, so 10 August, May, watch list, and nibble a bit to add some W portfolio shares. Okay. Alright, so this is my update for this week. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoy. If really like, please share and like and join my Telegram. So I will see you guys next week. Goodbye.